Hey, Mr. Richard.
Hey, what? Damn. Can I get some privacy, please?
Well, somebody asked a question.
All right, come on, let's go. Let's get to this money.
All right. Hi, I am looking to purchase a trailer court lot in a small town. I've been living in this precise trailer court for 17 years now. The owner of the lots are currently looking to sell. They're selling for $250,000. It is 17 lots and all are being used. Like I said, I've been here for 17 years and the lots have never not been occupied. Currently, this is the list she gave me of what she makes for each lot. There's 12 single lots, $165 a month, one single lot $125 a month, one single lot $155 a month, two double lot $175 a month, one double lot $135 a month. The only expense there is for the land is snow removal and grade touch-up work or service road. In taxes, she only pays $1,200 a year and trash monthly cost is $300, and the owners of the mobile homes take care of their utilities. I currently only have about $10,000 cash and have never opened a business, nor have I ever asked about loans or anything of that sort. Can you please help me with this and what you possibly think of this purchase? I ran the numbers and it seemed to me in the long haul it could be a profitable business. Also, my credit is a 750. I make about 75 to 90K a year as well. Please, if you can help me, that would be great. Thanks, Eduardo.
Yeah, Eduardo, what's happening? Okay, so you trying to get to this money. So the way you was describing it, it sounded like you're trying to buy a mobile home park or something like that, which is cool. But if you want to buy a mobile home, typically it's considered a commercial property. Commercial properties right now, with the interest rate the way they are, is going to be about 8% and about 20% down. So it just depends on how much she wants. I think you said $250 for the whole thing. So you probably have to go to a mortgage calculator. I would go to bankrate.com and I would search up what $250,000 mortgage payment would be over 30 years, and at like 8.5% to 9%, because that's how much you're going to probably have to pay for that property. So it's $250,000 down. I mean, $250,000 for the property, 20%, that's almost $50,000. You said you only have 10, so you can't buy that with the current amount of money that you have. So if she's selling the property, I don't know if it's a person or who it is. So what I would do is I would look into talking and negotiating with the owner. And I will go to them and say, I'm in the local area. I live here. I'm invested in this area. And I was want to know, would you be willing to sell me this house or this property on terms? So I would, go to them and negotiate and see if I can get that seller financing or seller carry. And I would start with the least amount. I would say, okay, you want $250,000? Cool. I will give you, instead of $250,000, I will give you $300,000 for the property. So I'm actually giving you more for it. And that'll be, because if you go to a traditional bank and get an interest loan, you're over 30 years, you're going to end up paying twice as much for the dang property. So just simple math. If you buy it for $250,000, you put, $50,000 down, then you're going to finance $200,000, and over, $200,000 amortized over 30 years is going to be somewhere in the range of close to $350,000, damn near $400,000. So you offering them $300,000 and no money down, you're pretty much going to be damn near paying the same amount anyway. So you might as well try to negotiate terms. Cool, you want $250,000? I'll give you $300,000, but you have to stretch it out over a certain amount of time. And then what you try to do is you try to negotiate as many years as possible. If they say, okay, cool, I'll do that, but it's got to be over 10 years. So now you're going to try to negotiate over 15 years, over 20 years, right? Because that's what you want to do. You're trying to minimize the amount of monthly payments you're making while maximizing the rent, the lot fees or the rent fees. So what I would do, and that's what I would start at. And so then what I would do is I would also look into trying to partner up with somebody or try to get money from family and friends, because the more money you have, the more negotiating tool you have. So the more you can negotiate with the owner. But if they just strictly want a financing deal, shoot me a DM and I'll connect you to my private money lender, and we can see if we can get you approved for that loan. You said you got good credit, you're going to need money down. But what we can do is we can do a technique called credit stacking. We can get your LLC set up and we can go get business lines of credit from major banks, use that as your down payment, and we kind of can go from there. So what you can also, this is what I would do. Here's your plan of action, or this is what I teach people. So whenever you're kind of told what direction you gotta go, you need to set up a course of action. You need to go out and start executing. So on your execution list, these are the things you need to do. One, you need to go to the person and ask them, are you willing to do seller financing? If they already listed through an agent, more than likely they're not going to do a seller financing, but you can talk to the agent and you can ask them, yo, I want to buy this on the financing, whatever the commission was on $250,000, I'll just pay you out of pocket. And now you're just negotiating with the owner. Then two, if they don't want to do owner financing, then you have to try to get some money. So then you need to do LLC setup, and then you need to do all the necessary steps to get you some business credit or some business funding. And also, you should have an LLC anyways. You're talking about buying property, because if someone gets hurt on your property, then you don't want to be liable, or you don't want them to come after your personal assets. So that's what that is. So one, you need to get an LLC to set up anyway. So do that. You need help with that? I have a DIY LLC kit in my bio, therichgetricher.com, or wherever you're watching this at. Two, you need to go and try to negotiate with the owners if they're selling it themselves. Then do that. And then if you do get it under terms, or get it under, if you need help negotiating with the owner, just reach out to me and I'll help you negotiate. And then we can work on your lot fees. They sound like they're underpriced, so you can raise your lot fees. You can pay off the owner faster and maximize your cash flow. But I'm glad you reached out. And so course of action, please make sure you try to do an owner financing deal. And if you're not, you need to try to raise capital from your friends and family first. If they ain't got no money, then you need to try to do a credit stacking technique, and or do a technique to try to raise funds from private money. And I'll connect you to my private money lender, and or I'll connect you to my real estate lender, or commercial lender, so we can try to get you approved on that end. If you say your credit good, you got good money. And that's how I would go about it if I just have to have this lot. But thank you for reaching out. Thank you for the question. If anybody else got any questions, click the link in my bio or go to therichgetricher.com, and I'll try to answer them as detailed as possible, kind of give you a simple execution list to kind of get the ball rolling, because when it comes to deals, sometimes time kills all deals. So you have to get on this stuff and start moving and start getting this ball process rolling, because if you don't capitalize on it and you think it's a good opportunity, someone else is going to think the same thing. So you might as well go ahead and try to get you a little money, get this play going. But thank you for your time. I'm out. Too easy. What's next?